What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is Prophet Ene and I'm a personal development and relationship coach. So I help young people basically to build healthy relationship, to build themselves and to become a better version of themselves. And in today's video I have a very interesting topic. This is like one of the most requested topics from my followers on Facebook because some days back I mentioned about shooting shots for ladies, and we were like, how can we do it? So in today's video I'll be talking about how to shoot your shot on a guy without chasing him. So if this is something you're interested, if you're a lady out there and you know that you really like this guy and you want to shoot your shot, or maybe guys are not coming and you want to shoot your shot and see what happens, then you are welcome to watch this video. Stay tuned to the end. So catch you. So basically, we know in our society today, and the way it's painted, it's like ladies are not allowed to ask guys out, or it looks inappropriate, or it looks desperate, depending on how different people decide to define it and how different people decide to see it. So some ladies feel like when they ask a guy out or when they chase a guy, the guys start taking them for granted and all those stuff. So today we'll be learning how to shoot that shot without chasing a guy and winning the guy. So but before I go into this video, I would like to do two things. First, I will beg you and plead with you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the button below, the subscribe button below to subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a video, so you can help me grow this channel. Please. And also if you enjoyed this video, if you learn from it, if you see it beneficial to you, please do like it and share it to your friends out there. So the second thing I'll be doing is that I want to put out a disclaimer. Yes, I want to put out a disclaimer. Yes, what I want to say is this. I know some of you will say it might not work for everybody, it might work for everybody, and that and that and that. What I'm about to teach you right now is 50-50. Yes, I wouldn't say it's 100%. Why I'm saying this 50-50 is because it also happens to guys. Because let's assume, for instance, a guy summons the courage to ask you out as a lady, and probably you turn him down. So you rejected him, or you said no because you didn't like him and all those stuff. So it's kind of a 50-50. So I won't say if you apply this, it will work for every guy. It might work for some guys and it might not work on some guys, because just the way guys shoot their shot on you and you turn them down, you will tend to still shoot your shot on a guy and the guy probably will tend to turn you down. So it goes both ways. So don't find it offensive. Don't find it hey, I put myself out there and at the end of the day I got hurt, so I'm not gonna try this again, it doesn't work and other stuff. You don't have to do that. So basically what you just need to do and believe is that with the right person, this will work out fine. It will work out very fine. This is something I've looked out over the years. Like, I've studied it and it works a lot. Like, it works unintentionally on some people. So with that said, don't go out there believing that it will work on everybody, but just go out there believing that you can give it a try. Because every guy that goes out there to ask a lady out does it hoping that the lady will accept him. Even when he gets rejected, he still summons courage to go again. So even when you try this thing I'm about to teach you on a guy you like and it doesn't work out with him, that doesn't mean that the strategy doesn't work. So it just means that probably the person you are trying to win their heart is not as much as interested in you as you are interested in them. So it happens. So you just have to be ready for rejections too, because guys, we do get rejected a lot, but then we don't really talk about it that much, but then we have grown to stomach it. Yeah, so you have to also grow to stomach the rejection, so in case you find yourself in that situation. So with that said, now the next thing I would like you to take note of is that for you to be successful in this thing I'm about to teach you, you have to not have relationship in mind, because that's the first principle. Because for me, I always believe in friendship before relationship. That's my principle. That's what I believe, and that's how I say, because when you are friends with people, it gives you a better chance of actually getting to know them and seeing who they are before getting to ask them about a relationship. And this principle entirely is based on friendship. So let me put it that way. This strategy is based on being friends. So if you're going out there to shoot your shot on this guy, don't go with the mindset that I want to date him, I want to get into a relationship with him. Just go with the mindset that I want to know him better. I want to get to know him and understand him better. And then if something happens from there, then good and fine. So this is the two things I want you to bear in mind as we dive into this topic. So funny thing about this topic is that it's a biblical principle. It's actually a biblical principle. This was used in the Old Testament, and everything that I'll be teaching you today, we'll be getting it from the Bible, we'll be reading from the Bible. So I don't know, some of you might know the story of Ruth and Naomi. Yeah, Ruth and Naomi. You know about Boaz. Yeah. So let me just give you a foundation. Basically, Naomi was married to a man, and they traveled to another country, and the husband died. So she gave birth to two sons. The two sons got married to two women, and the two sons died too. So it got to a point that she had to go back to her hometown. So the two wives decided to follow her. On their way back, she advised them to go back to their country and go and remarry and all those stuff. So after some delay and everything, persuasion, so one decided to go back, but Ruth decided to follow her mother-in-law to his hometown, and that is the basis, like that's the foundation of the story. So when they now got back to their hometown, that's where you can now start picking this principle of shooting your shots on a guy without chasing him. So let's read from the Bible. So I'll be showing you each step, and I'll be showing you how it works, and I will show you how Ruth applied this. Are you ready? You sure? You sure you're ready? Remember to subscribe. Okay, let's dive into the steps to shoot your shot without chasing the guy. So the first thing to actually do when shooting your shots on a guy is, first of all, deciding on what you want to do for yourself. Yeah, I know you want me to say straight away, go and DM him or all those stuff. No, you're already doing too much. So the first thing is actually to work on yourself. So you find something doing for yourself. Let me show you how this works. So if you see me looking down, I'm reading from the Bible. So if you check Ruth chapter 2, verse 2, it says that one day Ruth the Moabite said to Naomi, "Let me go out in the harvest field to pick up the stalks of grain left behind by anyone who is kind enough to let me do it." Naomi replied, "All right, my daughter, go ahead." So Ruth went out to gather grains behind the harvesters, and as it happened, she found herself working in a field that belongs to Boaz, the relative of her father-in-law. So if you get this, Ruth decided to go out there, to put herself out there, to get work, to find something doing, because for you to be discovered, you need to show yourself, you need to have something to be doing for yourself. So let me put this way. I'll put it in two ways. So I'll be talking from the offline perspective, and I'll be talking from the online perspective too. So from the online perspective, you need to work on your social media profile. Yeah, you need to be someone can actually drop in your profile and find it very, very interesting. You need to have a life for yourself. You need to have something doing. You need to be known for something. You don't need to be the best in the world. You just need to be the best in what you know how to do. So if you are a lady and you don't have anything doing, then it's a red flag already. So you need to find something, because any good guy coming for you who wants to probably check you out, probably see if that you are worth the shot and everything, that guy probably will have to look you up to look at the kind of person you are, to see if you have a life, to see if you are doing something for yourself, to see if there's something extra about you, not just the facial look and everything. So you need to be known for something. If it's work, you should be known for your work and everything. So you need to move out from that place. You're always just on the comment section and everything. You need to start building a brand for yourself. Yeah, not everybody will be an entrepreneur, not everybody will be a content creator. I'm not talking about being a content creator. I'm talking about, let's not come to your social media platform and I'm just seeing one picture in 5 years, or maybe you're just sharing or what other people are saying. You need to be a person of your own. That's the first thing. Then if it's online, you need to have a business. You need to be serious. You need to be doing your stuff. I know a lot of ladies are already doing this, but then it's just for those who are not yet doing this. So Ruth actually said to herself, I need to go out there, I need to go to the harvest, I need to go pick up some grain. And that's how she ended up putting herself out there for her to be discovered. Some of us, you are just inside, you're not doing anything, you want a guy to find you, you are waiting for the right one, and there's nothing interesting about you. So you need to actually, first of all, get a life for yourself. That's how to start. So remember, the foundation is what matters a lot. The foundation matters a lot. So it's not just about going there and shooting shots. It's about building the right foundation that will help you shoot the shot, that will help hit the target, hit the touchdown when it's time. So this is the foundation. So the second thing is to add yourself in the circle of the guy you like. If you see a guy you like and you find him interesting, you find him catchy, you find him all those attractive and everything, the next thing you need to do is to put yourself inside that circle. And that is what Ruth did exactly. So let's check from verse 5 of Ruth chapter 2. It says, then Boaz asked his foreman, who is that young lady, woman over there? Who does she belong to? And the foreman replied, she is the young woman from Moab who came back with Naomi. She asked me this morning if she can gather grains behind the harvesters. She has been hard at work ever since then, except for a few minutes rest in the shelter. Boaz went over and said to Ruth, listen, my daughter, stay right here with us when you gather grains. Don't go to any other field. Stay right behind the young woman working in the field. So you see what Ruth did here. Like I told you guys, this is an unconscious move that you can actually apply. So the next thing she did was that she familiarized herself with the man's environment. You need to find the community where this guy you like belongs to. If it's online, join a group that this guy is in. If it's offline, join a community. If this guy likes playing football, then go out there and watch football. If he likes playing chess, then go out there and learn how to play chess. So the point is about inserting yourself in this guy's environment so that you can be able to familiarize yourself with him. I don't know if you understand. So it's just more of like when you like something, because most people meet in communities. Most people actually meet in community gatherings and the rest. So you just go there, you find that you discover that you have some interest, and then you strike a conversation, you talk about it for a while. Before you know, the friendship progresses and those stuff. So you need to actually find yourself in the circle of the person you like. This also applies to guys too. So if you're a guy and you are struggling to shoot your shot on a lady, one thing that can help you is to put yourself in the circle of that young lady. So let me tell us a story. So my first ever relationship, this was actually what I did. So I decided to learn something that it's not like I wasn't so interested. It's something I wanted, but then I saw it as an opportunity to insert myself in the circle of that young lady. So it was like I decided to learn how to play the guitar. So I actually inserted myself. So luckily for me, the elder brother knew how to play the guitar very well. So I said, okay, so why not just tell the elder brother to teach me, since we are actually in a little bit close and all those stuff. So the elder brother decided to touch me, and guess what? What happened? Like the opportunity that presented, it meant that I had to go to their house to learn. You see, so going to the house to learn means I'm getting to familiarize myself with this young lady. She sees me often and everything. So this can happen for you too. So the point is for you to go out there. If you like something, if you like something, just inject yourself in that environment, because it will help you to get to know the person closer, on a closer shot. So it's not something you are just out there assuming, desiring, you want to do another. So it's something that you really now you are close around this person, so you can observe and see if really what you felt from a distance is actually what you still feel when you are close to them. So it helps you to break the ice. So sometimes, if you check those people that you're around their circle a lot and you guys have a conversation, group jokes and everything, it makes it easy for you to converse with them if you're someone who finds it very hard to actually talk to people. So you can do this online, you can do this offline, you can join a WhatsApp group the person is on, you can that's why I say you need to develop yourself so you can be able to make intelligent contribution. So let's go to the next point. So the next point is that when you find yourself in his circle, when you find yourself in her circle, you have to contribute. You don't have to be a silent member in that community. You need to be vocal. You need to show that you are interesting. You are like an interesting person. I know some of you might say you are an introvert, you can't really do that. But see, if you want something, you have to go all out to get it. You have to contribute. So if it's like in the WhatsApp group or in the if it's like a Facebook group, whatever group it is online that you decided to follow this guy or this lady to just to familiarize yourself with them, you have to at least become vocal to some extent. You don't just observe, you become vocal, you make comments. If he says something, you can respond. If he says something you don't agree with, you can still disagree with him and be nice with your disagreements and all that. This allows you to be spotted. That's how most guys spot their ladies, because when the lady is sounding very intelligent, an intelligent guy from outside will spot that you're very, very intelligent, and they'll probably want to slide into your DMs. They want to probably get to know you better, to know what's all about this young lady. And if you look at what Ruth did, let's read from verse 10. And it said, Ruth fell at his feet and thanked him warmly. What have I done to deserve such kindness? She asked. Am I the only foreigner? So basically, I'm not saying you should fall on your feet and everything, but actually, what if you read the verse preceding that, it was actually saying that they got into a conversation, and after Boaz said a lot of things, so she kind of thanked him and a lot of that. So she was making contributions. She didn't ignore. She wasn't silent. She had to respond because, hey, this is a conversation. We have to talk. So what happened next was that verse 13, it says, I hope I continue to please you, sir. She replied, you have comforted me by speaking so kindly to me, even though I'm not one of your workers. So you have to find a way to build rapport. That's the point. Like the next point is having to find a way to build rapport. So most mistakes some people make a lot of times is that when they just see a fine girl, or maybe when they see a guy they're attracted to, either they keep away or they just slide straight into the DMs. Hey, how you doing? This one. And funny enough, the serious ones will just go there and say, hi, baby, hi, sweetheart, and all those annoying stuff that annoy ladies. So, for you as a lady, because you don't want to sound so desperate, because you don't want to look like you're chasing him, all you just need to do is to stay on the comments, stay on the subject matter. See, the best way to actually slide into the DMs is to actually build a rapport outside the DMs before going there. So you get that. So basically, this means that you just need to keep talking to each other, keep seeing what you have in common in the comment section. If he makes a post, you can just drop a comment. If you don't have to do it all the time, but then if it's something that you can strike that conversation. Don't be that kind of lady who just go there and say, cool, nice, okay, interesting, all those stuff. See, if you really want to get the guy, if you want to get the guy you want, you need to make yourself like available. You have to be very interested. That's what I mean when I say how to shoot your shot without chasing a guy. You're not chasing him, but you're just showing him that you're interesting. And when you shoot because the issue with some guys is that they kind of struggle. Some guys struggle with asking a lady out naturally. So you have to see that too. Not like they don't want to ask her, but they don't know who you are. And probably from a distance, I don't know, maybe the picture they see is this unapproachable lady or something like that. But then when you come into the comment section and you drop one or two words, two intelligent words or something like that, and they get to see and engage with you, it tends to break down some fences to make things easy for them to approach you. So you have to be very, very intelligent with this thing. So you have to make interesting comments, talk about interesting things, and build that rapport off the DMs first of all, or probably maybe if it's not on the charts, probably go out there, you kind of talk with him. Maybe if after the conversation and everything, which will actually lead us to the next point we're going to be talking about. So you just have to find a way to constantly build that rapport before you even think about DMs and everything, or before you think about asking him out. Yeah, you ask him out, but then I'll teach you how to ask him out. It's not like the asking out you guys are thinking about, but you get to asking out. That's like the next thing we're looking at. So, but the thing there is that you stay on that topic, because that topic makes you to familiarize yourself with each other and break down some barriers and some fences that you guys might have built up because you guys are still strangers. So which will lead us to the next point. So the fifth point we'll be looking at in this video is how now you have to slide into his DMs. If he is not the kind of guy that slides into DMs, or maybe he's too slow with sliding into DMs or the rest, now you can slide into his DMs. Yes, sliding into his DMs when you have already familiarized yourself with him on the comment section is actually very easy. It's easier than just seeing a guy and then you are sliding into his DMs straight away. No, it's not the same thing, it's different. So, and if this is not online, The other way you can do it out offline is to actually ask him out. Yeah, ask him out. But don't worry, I know I'm using ask him out, but I'll explain what I mean by asking him out. So let me explain this. Let's go to Ruth chapter 3, verse. We can start from verse 1. He said, one day, Naomi said to Ruth, "My daughter, it's time that I found you a permanent home for you so that you will be provided for. Boaz is a close relative of mine, and he has been kind by letting you gather grains with the young women. Tonight, we will be wallowing barely at the threshing floor. Now, as I tell you, take a bath and put on a perfume, dress in your nicest clothes, then go to the threshing floor. But don't let Boaz see you until he has finished eating and drinking. Be sure to notice where he lies down, then go and uncover his feet and lie down there. He will tell you what to do." Calm down, relax, 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 relax. See, I'm not telling you to go to the guy's house and go and lie down. That was then. But then there's a new strategy today, which is, like I said, sliding into his DMs. And this is not you going there to tell him that, "Hey, I like you, can we do this?" No, it's more about taking what you are talking about in the comment section into the DMs. Yeah, that's the plan. You take whatever you are talking about, probably the rapport you guys have been building on the comment section or offline, maybe just coming to the same gathering and all those stuff, talking with each other. This is now, if the guy is not making moves, if he's not sliding into your DM, if he has not slided into your DM yet, now is your opportunity to take that conversation to his DMs. And how do you do this? It's about coming to his DMs and seeking for more views to whatever you guys are talking about. You're not coming there to tell him that you want to be his friend, but you're coming there to continue the conversation of the public platform, that's the comment section. Or when I said ask him out, what I'm trying to say is this: you need to be able to tell him, "Hey Chris, I kind of like what you talked about the other day. I like the ideology, but it seems like I'm finding this thing difficult to do or to tackle. Please, can we meet here and here, here, so that you can show me how to do this and do that?" You get that? So you technically told him to teach you something. And for him to teach you something, that means he's coming to meet you somewhere. And you guys can go over the lessons or whatever training he has to show you or whatever thing. And this is how you build it. This is how you slide into the DMs. You're not sliding into DMs to tell him, "Hey, I like you, can we be friends?" and all those stuff. No, you're sliding into DMs and you are taking whatever you have built outside the DMs to the main thing. So if you watch what Ruth and Naomi did, he told her, go to him, lie down on his feet. This is trying to say that you don't have to always wait for the guy to come to you. You can actually go to him, but then you have to have a strategy, which is why I told you about the foundations and how to get to this point of sliding into the DMs. Now, you're not just going there as a total stranger. You're not going there as somebody you're very familiar with. "Hey, Jack. Hey, Michael. Hey, Kosi. Can you please explain this further to me?" in his DMs. And he probably explaining to you. Say, "Hey, can I call you? Can I get more information about this?" This is how you slide in. Before you know, you have his number, he has yours. And by the time you guys keep talking on the DM, before you know it, you guys become very, very close. Because one thing about communication, it builds people. So the idea of everything I'm trying to teach you today is that you have to show that you are interested in a guy. And it's at this point you find yourself, or people find themselves asking, "What are we now?" Check those people who become partners, or those people who become so close with each other that they didn't chase each other in that sense. They didn't, like, the guy didn't chase the lady and the lady didn't actually chase the guy. It's because they built friendship over time. They became friends, they enjoyed friendship, they found themselves interest, and before you know what happened, the spark started coming up. Because one thing I've noticed about human beings is that at the first instance, there are some people you are not attracted to physically. Like, it's not like they are ugly or that you don't find them bad, but then you don't really see yourself with that person. But then over time, because you have been in constant communication, your heart grows to love those people. Your heart grows to desire to be with those persons. So it might not be that way at the first. The guy might not have the spark to ask you out. But then when you find a way into his heart, when you build up the interest in him, when you build up the desire to be with him, when you are very intelligent and you are like, he starts seeing you as somebody extra close to him that he can actually confide in, someone he can talk to and all those stuff, you see yourself growing mutually interested in each other. This is my point. This is what I was trying to say in the first instance. It gets to a point whereby you are doing this now, you probably get emotionally attached to this guy or something like that, and the guy is not feeling the same. This is the point I'm saying it might not work 50, that's why I say it's 50-50, because some people, even though you are very, very close to them, they friend zone you and all those stuff. But then it's something that you have to try out and see if it will work for you. I know a lot of people have done it. Like, that's what I when I was talking on my Facebook, I was talking about going through the back door. Yeah, me, I like going through the back door. I don't like the straight. I don't think I've ever met a lady and was like, can we be friends? Can we, like, directly, like the first time and all those stuff. Like, I think the first time I did it, I even actually didn't like it that much. Like, the person was acting up and all those stuff. So personally for me, I like building myself into people's life. Like, gradually I get to know you, build myself into your life, and then we'll see what happens from there. So that's what I mean by going through the back door. Like, when I made that comment on my Facebook, like, going through the back door. So you don't have to always be straight like, hey, I like you and all that. So you just have to find a way to build an interest in the guy's mind. You have to make the guy want you. So that's the plan. You're making the guy want you because you're sounding interesting. You're sounding like you have a life. You're sounding like, oh, you can be a help to this guy. And the guy is constantly talking to you and seeing you as someone intelligent. So he probably gets to make the move, but then as you keep becoming friends, he starts getting involved in your life. And then if he's not interested, then it's fine and good. But then it's still the same thing with us guys, where we act a lady out. We get rejected most of the times, even when we have invested a lot of time and effort in the friendship and everything. But then remember what I said earlier, for you to be successful in this and to avoid heartbreaks and everything, you have to go as a friend. You don't have to go like you want a relationship. You have to just go like, okay, I just want to get to know this guy. I just want to get to know his vibe and everything. I know that you probably emotions get involved in some people that don't know how to manage their emotion. But then this is something you have to do if you really want to get the guy, if you really want to get the guy you want, and not just wait for anyone that comes to you. Yeah, I was talking with somebody the other day. He said that it's unfair to some ladies that you have to wait for the guy that wants you to come, not necessarily going for the guy you want. So this is an opportunity for you to actually go for the guy you want. Yes, you go for the guy you want, but then you're not shooting, like you're not chasing him, you're just showing him that you're interested in him. So if he makes comment, if he says something, you can make a comment. If he says something else, you can make a comment. You can go to his team, you can ask him to come and teach you something. So the point is to get involved in the person's life. And if you really want to understand it very well, you can just go ahead and read the whole book of Roots and you get to understand it very well. So you just have to do this and hope for the best. It's like I said, it's not 100% guaranteed, but then it's worth a try. It's worth a try. I have tried it out a couple of times and I have good friends out there. So you can also try it out and see if it works for you. So if you're lucky enough and the guy finds you interesting too, you guys can hit it off and then you can invite us for your wedding. So guys, I hope you have learned from this. I know this video is already long. I thought this video would be like 10 minutes, but then I needed to explain this very well so that it doesn't get misunderstood. So I believe that you can actually put this into practice. You can work on it. Yeah, I forgot to say something. See, I don't understand the fact that some ladies, you are praying for the one and your Instagram is on private. What are you privating? Seriously, that's part of what I wanted to say earlier. See, you have to put yourself out there. You have to be seen to be shown favor. Private your Instagram. Stop privating yourself. People need to see you. So when you get a life for yourself, when you start doing stuff for yourself, you put yourself out there for people to discover you. Not when you, after sliding or after making awesome comments in the comment section and all those stuff, then when the guy finds you very interesting and just wants to check, because guys will always check you out. Guys will always check your profile to see, okay, let me see what this guy is doing. Let me see what this girl is up to. Let me see if this girl have a life, or let me see how pretty she is and all those stuff. They want to see extra. And when they now try to see you on Instagram and all those stuff, and they just discover that this one is on private, some of them, they will not come because, yes, I will say it again, some guys are not that bold. Yes, it's not easy being rejected over and over again. Some guys are not that bold then. So because you ladies, you ladies don't do this because you don't want to get rejected and all that stuff. So some guys feel that way. They have that weak to withstand rejection all the time, so they will not come. But when they see some things they see you, they get to relate with you more than everything. It builds up the courage in them to actually see that, okay, I can actually approach this lady and all those stuff. So ladies out there, put yourself out there. I'm not saying become desperate. I'm just saying build friendship with guys. Show them that you're interested. Not when someone is sliding into your DM and try to strike it in reasonable conversation. You're just answering with one sentence, one word, and then see. Be someone you are looking for, someone you are interested in, can actually hold a conversation with. Because if they're able to hold a conversation with you and talk deep, hold deep conversation, then you see yourself growing in front of each other. Don't be the okay, fine, good, and never getting to ask the guy anything about himself. Make a change today. So if this video was helpful, I would really like you to share it, and also remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified, and you can visit my Facebook page, Profit Earner, if you want us to keep following my Instagram, Profit Earner. Yeah, that's how we do it. So I'm happy that I finally did this for you guys, and I hope that I receive success stories soon. How you finally met him, slid into the DMs, and both of you invite me for your wedding. I'll be there virtually. So thank you guys for staying till this time. Oh, this long. I hope it's worth it. It's worth your time. So catch you guys later. Bye.